Hey guys, let me teach you how to make a beautiful bubble dress in a very easy way. I made this particular one for a birthday girl and this is how it came out. It came out very beautiful and lovely. So if this is like what you're interested in, watch to the end. So now the first thing you will need is your lining and your crepe fabric. When making a bubble dress, the first measurement to take is the length of the bubble. So the length is 15 inches. I'm going to deduct 4 inches from that, making it 11 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. That will give me 12. Now take note that this particular measurement is for the lining. Okay, so now for the width, I made use of a hip circumference plus 18 inches extra. I added 18 inches just so that I can be able to gather this bubble dress very well, so it looks very full and beautiful on my client. Okay, now the next thing is to cut out the crepe fabric. For this particular crepe, the width is 3 yard and I'm going to be using the whole 3 yard because I want it to be very full. Okay, if you want it to be fuller than this, you use more than 3 yard. So now I'm going to fold this 3 yard into 2 like so, and then I'll go ahead and fold it into 2 again, just so that it will be easy for me to cut out. After that, I'm going to spread it on my table. So guys, don't forget to follow me for more videos. Okay, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Any Sarah. Now after folding it into 4, the next thing I did was to draw a straight line which will be serving as my starting point, and I went ahead to cut it out. Now I'm just going to use pins to hold down my fabric just so it stays in place. Now for the length, I'll use the 15 inches full length plus 4 inches extra. Remember that 4 inches that we deducted from the lining, I will add it to the crepe and add 1 inch for sewing allowance. That means we are using the full length plus 5 inches extra. I hope you understand. Now the next thing to do is to cut it out. After cutting it out, I picked up my scissors. I'm going to notch the center point of this fabric for the up and for the down. I'll go ahead and notch the sides, the upper part and the lower part as well. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the lining pieces, the sides up and down, the center point up and down. Now after cutting it out or notching it, I'm going to use my chalk to just highlight those points so that you can see it very well, the center point and the side. So as you can see, we have 3 points at the upper part and we have 3 points at the lower part. So I'm just going to label it center point C, side point S. So now I'm going to open up my crepe fabric so we can start sewing. Now I'm going to open up my crepe fabric like so. The right side of my crepe will be facing my lining. I hope you understand. The right side of my crepe fabric would be facing my lining. Now you see that center point there. Remember we also notched the crepe. The center point, I'm going to pin it down to the center point of the lining. I'm going to pin down the next point, which is the side, to the other notch on the lining. I'm going to take the other notch on the crepe and pin it down to the notch on the line as well, and then for the end there it's going to face, or I'm going to align it to the end of the lining as well, and then I'll go ahead, I'll take this to my sewing machine to form gathers on it. That's the reason why your crepe fabric has to be wider than your lining so that you can gather it properly. After making my gathers on the crepe, this is what it looks like, and this is looking very neat already. Please guys, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to place it like this. I'm going to align it properly. I'm going to raise that crepe up and align it properly. Now this particular method I am showing you, it's if you don't want to add hard net to yours, you just go ahead and stitch the crepe to your lining. First of all, you highlight all of those notch the center point, then you go ahead and notch the center point of the crepe to the center point of the lining, then you go ahead and notch the side point of the crepe to the side point of the lining, and you go ahead and run gather stitch on it the same way you did for the lower part. But now if you will be adding a hard net to it, because I added hard net to mine, let me show you how you do it. Since I'll be adding a hard net to mine, I went ahead to cut out this hard net, and the length of this hard net is 7 inches. If you're making this for a bigger size, you can use 8 to 9 inches. So now I've gone ahead to remove the pins that I used to hold it down, and then from the upper part there of the lining, I went down by 2 inches. From the side there, I went out by 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to pick up my hard net and I will start making pleats from that point. Make sure that your hard net is longer than your lining so that you can make full pleats on it. After attaching your hard net to it, you are going to pin it back the same way I showed you earlier. Make your gathers on it and then you join it to your upper bodice. After doing that, this is the final result. This is what it looks like. Came out very beautiful and my client loved it. So this is how my client rocked it for her birthday. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.